All right, I think I'm live. Hello, hello. Just gonna give a couple of minutes for people to start getting on. Thank you to Darren. Darren is moderating for me. He's going to let me know what's going on. Kind of be our communicator between you and I. Hope everybody is having a great Wednesday. All right, I can see people popping up now. Hello, hello. If you're watching, please say hello. I'd love to be able to visit with you. I have a fun project for us today. I'm sure everybody is having a good time with their crafting, or is everybody Christmas crafting? I can't imagine that crafters aren't crafting right now. Hello, hello. I think we should get started here pretty quick. I have something fun I want to share with you. There's a holiday kit and there are not very many left. So it's called, what is it called, Darren? Do you remember the name of it? It's Holiday Traditions, I think. Holiday Traditions box.
Holiday Traditions kit.
And if you did not get the Holiday Creations kit, I highly suggest that you do, because it was packed. And to be honest with you, I've already pulled it all apart. I didn't think there were any left, but there are just a couple left apparently. But I'll try to tell you as I go a few of the things that came in that box, but it was jam-packed. The die and the stamp set that we're using today are now available. What's the word I'm looking for? On their own, standalone. You don't have to buy them with the box, but if you buy them with the box, you're going to get a lot more bang for your buck. The box is $99.99, I think, and just the die set alone, I think, is $49.99. So if you can jump on that box, Darren's putting up a link to it, and I am telling you, jump on it. Don't run or walk, I mean run. I said exactly the opposite of what I meant. So I'm going to go ahead and switch you over to my other camera.
Jen says hi.
Hi, Jen.
Maria says hi.
Hi, Maria. Thank you guys for joining in today. Is the camera...
else? I missed them. Sorry.
Hopefully... Oh, I'm sorry if we missed anybody. We've just been kind of going back and forth getting it online. And Darren hasn't gotten me my tablet yet. Bless his heart. He's so good to me. In just a few minutes, I'll know whether we're... Hopefully the camera view is working today, because I have had a couple of issues with it. Is it up yet, Darren? Can you tell me if the camera is...
It looks good so far.
Good.
You might be a little crooked though.
Crooked?
Yeah, if you want to go grab this, it's here.
Okay, I'll just have Benji bring it to me when he comes in. Okay, so let me first off show you the main... Well, I'm going to show you a few things. I'm going to show you one thing that is new. I don't know how many are available, but this is really fun. If you love to color, and you know I love to color,
Rachel says hi.
this is a fun project. Hi, Rachel. How you doing? Thanks for joining. Hi, Theresa. So this is the Color Your Year 2021 calendar. Let me flip it. And you know what? It's going to go better this way. I'm just going to have to show you kind of sideways, I think. I just don't have enough desk area. So there's January. I'll just flip through this really quick. I want to just show you a few of the beautiful prints that there are to color. And then I want to point out something else really fun about this calendar. And like I said, if you love to color, this calendar is for you. And I have to admit, November is my birthday month, and this is my favorite print. So I was excited that it was the November one. I thought it was so pretty. Okay, so I'm going to show you in the corner of each month, every single month, it has a special coupon. So definitely worth, I mean, you're getting your money's worth just in coupons alone, let alone having fun coloring. This one is $5 off a new calendar. So next year you'll have $5 off towards a new one. I know there's one of my favorite ones, my favorite coupons in here, I think was February. Let's look and see. March is $10 off a $50 purchase. Nope, February is 20% off. Okay, it's January, so it's right away. Free shipping all month. Hello?
Coupon codes only count if you purchase a calendar, they said.
Yes, definitely. You can only use the coupon codes if you purchase the calendar.
It's in their computer system.
And it is in the system, so you won't be able to cheat the system, but definitely worth it. Now's the time that we're buying our calendars. Why not grab a fun one to color?
Sharon
Okay.
says hello.
Sharon did. Hi, Sharon. How are ya? Okay, so this is one of the sets that was in the holiday box. And it is called Gingerbread Lane. And this one I'm not using today. I'm probably going to use it right away, though. I may use it next week. Look how cute all of these little stamps are. You've got your cute little spaceship. It's this toy store. I love that. You've got a little pet shop. You've got a little bakery. And then you've got all your cute little stamps to go with it. And let's see what else came in that box. So you get a red one and a green one of these gable boxes. And these are so fun. They come together really easy. All you have to do is just kind of flip them. And then the bottom goes in. I'm leaving mine flat because I may want to do some stamping or something on mine. Later on this week, probably tomorrow, I will post a project that I used. I used from the holiday kit. And I used one of these. So stay tuned. I used the red one. And you will see what I did with that. So those are those. Here's the red, just so you see how pretty that red is. And this is really fun. This was also in that kit. Thank you, Ben. Benji brought me my tablet so I can know that I'm centered. Okay, so here is this really cute stencil set. Is that not fun? You can, and this, just one more hint that might kind of give it away. I might have used this on my little box. And this is just the tip of the iceberg because I don't even remember all that was in the kit because I disassembled it before I did the project I'm doing today, not realizing that I was going to highlight that necessarily. So these are the cards that came in it.
Seal says hi.
Hi, Seal. Thanks for joining today. These are the cards that came in it, and these are so cool because you can use these with the foil. I know you've probably seen me do the foil. Or you can just color them, or I think they're beautiful as is. So those are kind of fun. I'm trying to remember what else was in there. There were some fun embellishments. There were some sequins. I might be able to find my sequins. They might be close by. They may or may not. I might knock something off if I grab them. Let me see if I can do it. There was some ribbon, and you know I love ribbon. There are the sequins. It was chock full, I'm just telling you. So seriously, you're going to want to take advantage of that. But let's go ahead. Oh, I do want to show you two things that were not in the box, but that are newer products that Brutus Monroe is carrying right now. These are watercolor panels. They are gorgeous. I am so excited to color this one in particular. I'm fond of, but look how many beautiful images. You get 4 different images. You get 2 of each, and they are printed on watercolor paper. So you can imagine, I mean, throw some watercolor on there, or if you want to color them with pencil, just whatever you want, but they are made to absorb that watercolor. Your card is pretty much done. Throw a sentiment on and you are good to go. And same thing with these. These are fun because they are slimline. And these ones are called Butterfly Garden. And when I saw these, I just had to have them. Look how pretty these are. So you've got the same thing. You've got 2 of each, I believe. But you've got that fun new slimline size. And it looks like there's 3 different designs. So pretty. So now that I've kind of shown off a few new things, let me go ahead and show you what the fun star of the show is for today. So this is called Holiday Cookies. And you can see all of these fun little cookie shapes. You've got your outlines. You've got the little details to make them look like they're frosted. And then, yay, you've got dies. Look at this die set. Look how huge it is. And as you can imagine, there are, let me see if it tells me how many dies are in this set. I could probably count them, but it's huge. You've got your cute little your cute little cookie pan and the liner. And you've got all of these dies. You've got most of them are an outline with a smaller filler for the inside. But there's more than this because I've got some pulled out that I'm going to use today, or at least show you what I used. And then you've got all of those stamps. So this, because there are so many dies, I mean, this whole thing was full when this was all put together. And you do have to clip them apart. If you just have some little wire snips or something, they cut apart really easily. Or you can even kind of wiggle them and they come apart. But it filled pretty well this whole rectangle right here. So you can imagine how many dies there are in this set. And so this one is $49.99 by itself. But if you get it in that kit, that's half the kit right there. And there's so much more in that kit. Tons. In fact, one thing I don't know if I pulled. Oh yeah, I did pull it.
24 pieces, she thinks.
That sounds about right. That sounds about right. So this also came in the kit. This is called Opaque Glaze. And look how fun. If you want to make icing, you could add a little aqua pigment if you wanted it to have a color to it. We're not going to actually use this today, but what a fun option. You can use it for whatever you want, of course, but that is a fun option for your cookies. All right. Well, let's get going on this. So I have chosen just a few shapes because I want to get to our project and get to have it all put together. So you can see I've used our cute little mousse. I used this kind of brownish, I thought this looked like a gingerbread color. And then I've got kind of an off-white so that we can have a sugar cookie. And we've got our wreath. So we've got my outside of my wreath. So there's our cookie. And then this will be our icing. And same with the tree. And then I've got the candy cane. I'll just kind of get these out of the way so we can work. Oops, I kind of bend up my candy cane. Can't get a hold of it. So there's our candy cane. And then this, you're probably wondering what this little guy is. This little die, that's for the reindeer's nose. And of course we had to have a shiny one because it just seems right. So we're going to use that for our reindeer. And then I've got a whole bunch of different options for gloves because I just wanted to show you some of the fun things you can do with this set. So I'm just going to go ahead and put our dies away so that I know where they are and I don't lose them because there are lots of little guys in there. And the way that I found it easiest to do this is I found it easier just because it is easy to lose all the little pieces. I thought it was easier to go ahead and adhere my frosting to my cookie and then stamp. You may want to do it a different way, but that's what worked for me. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue mine on to my cookies. And I actually just jumped the gun already. I did that and I've only been doing this for a minute. Okay, one thing I wanted to do on my sugar cookies just to make them look a little bit more like they're baked. We wanted to be a little bit golden around the edges. So I just used my Simon Hurley Over the Moon ink on my like off-white cardstock just to make them look a little bit like they're golden brown around the edges. We'll just do that on all three of those really quick. And it also just gives your cookies a little bit more depth, which I like. I'll put a little around the middle. You can see I'm completely just precise on that. Not really. All right, I've been doing all the talking. What's everybody up to today? What are you guys crafting? Have you guys mailed any of your postal packages for the year? Because I'm telling you what, I work at a post office and a gift shop. And woo-wee! This week, we took off. The season started for sure. It's been pretty crazy.
Maria said she's finishing off her Christmas cards.
Ah, Maria, good job. You are good. yes, get your packages out quickly because it's going to get crazier before it gets quieter. Okay, so just see that little bit of detail? See how that just added just a little bit more detail to our cookie? Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the one that I already glued in my haste. And we're just going to, now you can stamp, I didn't choose to stamp these. Now, if I wanted to, I could have stamped my outline and I could have just done that whole cookie as a stamp. But because I knew I wanted to die cut them, I just thought, you know, you're not really going to see too much of the inside of the tree. I will show you on this one. You can see a little bit of the outline. And I haven't done, obviously, the trim on this yet. You can see a little bit of the black, but not a whole lot of it. So I just figured may as well save a step because it wasn't a huge difference.
Sharon says she's making tiny TP rolls for an ornament.
Oh my goodness, that sounds so cute. I want to see those tiny TP rolls. I hope you're going to post them.
Tina says hi.
Hi, Tina. Thanks for joining us today. Hope you're having a good day. Okay, we've got our little candy cane together. And we'll go ahead and get our wreath on there. How many of you make cutout cookies for real? It is a tradition for us. I usually make some gingerbread. I've got a really fun gingerbread recipe that I might actually post that sometime this week or next. It'll probably be next week before I can get to if I'm going to make the recipe to show with it, then it'll probably be maybe Sunday. Let's see. I'm going to show you, I'll show you stamping this first. Well, let's do this first. Okay, so I've got here a little piece of felt. Did we ever find the felt online? Did you ever find that?
I'll look right now.
Darren's going to see if this is still available. I got this from Brutus Monroe, and it's adhesive on one side, this felt. And so we could actually just, if we wanted to, peel that, but since I'm not sure I want to use that one, you can see how fun the felt is because it cuts really easily with the die. Whoops. And it gives just a little bit more dimension. It adds just a touch more texture and fun to your card. So that's the felt. Can you see that okay? Am I holding it close enough? Yeah, looks like we can see that. So another option, this is that fun foam. And so you actually get some felt. It's not the same felt that you get in the kit, but you do get some felt and you get some fun foam in your Holiday Traditions box if you choose to go with the box. But this is fun. I love the way that it looks like the fondant kind of frosting or something, and it gives, again, that much more dimension. And then if you're a fan of the glitz and glitter, there is a piece of Glitterstock.
Did you mention a gingerbread cookie?
I did.
Okay, I missed it, looking for the felt. Maria says, yes, please, I'm dying to try your gingerbread recipe.
Okay, I wish that I could take credit for creating it, but I can tell you that I've used it a lot. It's a craft recipe. It's so easy. So those are the kind of recipes I love. So yes, I would be happy to share that.
Could not find the felt.
Okay, so you do get felt. It's not this adhesive one. I'll have to do more digging on that. It could still be on there, and we just might not have found it. But either way, there is felt in the kit. And then this is just a piece of vellum. If you want to go simple and just a little more understated, here is just a little piece of vellum, and I just kind of liked the way it looked with that, with the gingerbread. Then you don't have to do a whole lot of anything else on that. And then another fun thing you can do is just take some of your pattern paper. I mean, my cookies would never be that fancy, but if you don't want to use them as cookies, or if you want them to be fancy cookies, there's just another option. So tons of different things you can do with those. I'm going to go ahead and adhere the blue I think that's Lagoon paper, actually. If we want to get specific.
John says hi.
Hi, John. Okay, so we've got all of those guys assembled, and then we're going to go ahead and use our stamps now. So this stamp is this guy right here, and you can use it with this one, or you can use it by itself. I'm going to use it by itself, but if you use this one, it's probably a good idea. I'm so sorry. The ice cream truck has decided to come around our house about this time every Wednesday, apparently. So you get a little serenade of the ice cream truck at the same time. Okay, so this guy right here, if you are to stamp that in white and then you stamp that in black, it works out really good because those are the whites of the eyes. Experiment with it and create your own ending on that. See what you come up with. But I actually am going to keep mine really simple and understated and go with this guy right here. In fact, I don't really need the nose, but the only reason why I'm going to do the nose is so it's easier for me to place my little shiny nose. But if you wanted to, one thing I like about this stamp, the way it's designed, is the two parts of it are far enough away that if I wanted to, I could do the black here and do the red here without touching each other. It would be an easy one to do that with. In fact, I did do that when I was kind of messing around with the stamp set.
Michael says, love those good collection.
Ah, thanks, Michael.
And Maria says, I love hearing the ice cream truck going along.
I know, right?
This summer.
If I ever disappear during a live and you hear the ice cream truck, you'll know that I just had to run after the truck.
Michelle says, hi, Shannon.
Hi, Michelle. All right, so we're just going to stick this guy on there. I love that they're clear. I love that when you use a clear block, you can totally see where you are stamping. Now, this is one case I didn't use my Misty because I just think it's easier to use the little guys on the little stamps. So, but you could if you wanted to. So, see, we know exactly where we want to put our nose. And we can just go ahead and put a little drop of glue. And we can just put our little red nose. Of course, you don't have to have a red nose. I just have a thing about having a red nose on my reindeer.
That's sparkle paper.
This is the Glitterstock, the red Glitterstock, which I am in love with. It is so pretty. I'm wondering if I have a bigger piece nearby. There was a piece of it in your, if you received the November inspiration box. Trust me, I am totally hoarding this and using every single scrap. In fact, let's see if I have my scrap that I took the nose off of. Yes. This is how much. This is one of the fun things about these little dies. If you have little scraps like this of paper you just couldn't part with, go through your little scrap box and use them up. Great way to use those. Okay, so we've got him. He's ready to go. He is ready to go. So now we're just going to finish out these guys, and then we're gonna actually assemble our card. I have more made already. I just wanted to just show you basically how easy these stamps are to use. So I've got my little pattern for my mitten, and I'm just going to use some, this is Clear Skies. This is my favorite Simon Hurley ink color.
John mentioned the Glitterstock doesn't shed.
Yes, you're right. The glitter, yes, John, the Glitterstock is really good about not shedding, which we love. If you can find a glitter paper that doesn't shed too much, you are doing good. Okay, so look how cute, and look at how well they line up. It's very user-friendly. So totally simple. That guy is already done. And it looks like we spent a lot more time on him. Now let's go ahead and do our little candy cane. And I'm just using my pigment, my white, my Alabaster Pigment Ink. And I'm not going to do anything more than just ink this guy up. And I will show you how fun this one is. I kind of love the way the candy cane turns out. All done. And it looks so cute. So now let's go ahead and do our... Oh, I forgot to get my wreath stamp out. Hang on one sec. Sorry about that. I thought I was so good, and That just means I have to grab my ink too. Hang on, it's right next to me. It wouldn't be alive if I didn't forget at least one thing. Alright, bear with me. I gotta find my later Gator. I've got my overzealous. Where's my later Gator? Alright, found my later Gator. Crisis averted. Okay, so I'm just going to move this guy off so I've got a block to use. And we're going to, I love this one. We are going to just, I like the tone on tone for this one. So we're just going to hurry and ink that guy up. And you can see you've got your whole hair, totally easy to line up. And you could probably line it up even more than I did, but I was just not even worried about it, and I think it looks just fine.
Michelle said it's perfect, so Maria says it's perfect, so cute.
Aren't they so fun, Maria? I love these. Okay, last one we're going to get a little fancy with. Let's use our, okay, we are going to use our Alabaster ink again, but this time we are going to use our Marshmallow Puff embossing powder. If you have never used it, you need to try it out because it's a lot of fun. What's fun about the Marshmallow Puff is that it does just that, it puffs. So we're going to make our trim nice and puffy. And again, I was a little worried about using this particular stamp. I thought, oh, that's going to be a little bit tricky, but it really was simple. All right, I think we've got that on there, and we're going to go ahead and I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to use, I've got these little tweezers, and I'm just going to use those and just dip my cookie right into my powder. I forgot to use my little embossing thing that that's sitting right here waiting for me so that I won't forget it. Yeah, it was a great idea. Too bad I didn't remember it, huh? So at this point, I'm just going to brush off anything extra. And I mostly did okay, but there's a little bit of a, there we go. So now I'm going to put this back in my little tweezers so that when I go to heat it, I have something to hold on to. Since this is such a little cookie, I don't want to burn my fingers off. So I'm going to hold it obviously by the bottom. And excuse
Maria says she's so stealing an idea.
Oh, it makes life so much easier, Maria. I use your tape one. I love your tissue tape tip. That's kind of a tongue twister, isn't it? Tissue tape tip. Okay, sorry about the background noise. And hopefully I didn't brush too much of my powder off. Nope, here it goes. Can you see it puffing? I love how it makes it look more like icing. I just glue all my little mittens across my workspace. All right, so we've got all of those cookies ready to go, and voila, we've got a bunch. It'd be fun to just sit back and make a ton of these just for whatever, but I'm going to show you a couple of things and then we'll assemble our card. I just wanted to show you what the, well, that's not going to show it off unless I use it on here. This is the little tray. I'll use this so you can actually see it. And then it has a little liner. So if you want to, you can just line your cookies up. And here's a little selection of cookies I've got on here. And you could do them all gingerbread, all sugar, or all whatever you want. Again, create your own ending. All right, so here's some of them. Then you could put that on a card. You could put it on a scrapbook page. Is that not the cutest? Oh, I need to turn it your way so that you can see it right side up. So fun. I'm not actually going to use the tray today, but I wanted to show it to you because it's so dang cute. So I'm just going to move that to the side for a second. And I'm going to pull out our project here. So we're going to go ahead and adhere these. Now I have to show you this paper. I got this paper for 25 cents. I don't know if it's, I think it's 99 cents now or $1, I'm not sure. But Darren will link it. It's called Cotton Candy. And Michael actually used the cotton candy side on a project not too long ago. I think he was using the cookies too, now that I think about it. But I'm actually going to go with the plaid. And we're going to do kind of a non-traditional Christmas color card. Speaking of tissue tape, let me find that. All right, now we're going to use Maria's trick for her tape. So we'll go ahead and we'll just put a little bit on here. And we're just going to use our block to rip it off so we don't get all of that torn up edge. Is that not genius?
So dang cute.
What was that?
Maria said so dang cute.
Oh, thanks, Maria. Is this paper not the best? I love it. And I love using non-traditional Christmas colors. I love traditional Christmas colors too, but every once in a while it's fun to just kind of feel like you're rebelling a little bit. Okay, so we're going to put this on this. See if I can straighten it up a little. Once you got the tape on, it's a little hard to move it around. So we're going to have to just be happy with how we've got it. Don't get out your rulers. All right. And then I'm going to just use, let's see, do we want to do this? I think we'll do this. We'll put it on our base. And then, let's see, let's do, I think we'll do it like that. Okay, just had to plan ahead a little bit. So we're going to put this guy on our base. And I think I'll just use a couple of foam squares to put him on. All right. Probably shouldn't have put that right down the middle because I think we want our ribbon down the middle. Okay. Make sure we have enough play on that. That way we can slide the ribbon in and out at our leisure. All right, I think that's straight. I think I need to stand up. I do better when I am standing. Yep, I want to straighten that out just a little. Unfortunately, I kind of ripped my paper a little bit, but I think we'll be able to be okay with it. All right. So then I'm just going to go ahead and get the ribbon kind of off to the side. And then we will add this piece. I'm just kind of gauging where I want that. And I think we'll go ahead and use more foam squares. Everybody still doing good? All right, let's see if I can do a better job lining this one up. I may actually, after this, take it off of this and put it on a new background just so it doesn't have the little tears on it. We'll see. And then we'll go ahead and just get our bow tied.
Jen says, yeah. Everybody doing good comment.
Oh, good. I'm glad everyone's doing well.
I'm just fascinated by your crafting, says Maria.
Oh, you are hilarious, Maria. Thank you. What can I say? I'm a fascinating crafter. Fascinated that I can mess up on lives very easily. But that's all right. We have fun when we do it, right? That's real crafting for you. Okay, so now I'm just going to take this, and you can see it doesn't necessarily match really well, but I wasn't concerned with that because you're not really going to see it. It's more a guide.
A little distracted by the Steelers game.
Oh, the Steelers is your team? Are they doing well? Okay, so this guy, I think I'm going to just glue this down because I think we'll put the dimension in the cookies instead of the wreath. So here's the scariest part of all. In fact, kind of scared for the, well, yes. We'll do this.
I'm guessing that's to both questions.
Okay, we're gonna do this. All right, you guys, this is huge. This is really a big deal for me, the next part of what I'm gonna do. And I'm almost terrified to do it, but I'm going to. So I probably should have done this ahead of time, but since I didn't, oh my goodness, it's terrifying me. I want to put our sentiment right on the center of this. And if I mess up, the good news is I can cut a piece out because I used my foundation circle dies. I know exactly what size I need to cut, but for time's sake, I'd like to just be able to do it. So everybody say a little prayer that this works, because I actually am not completely sure it will, because I put that on the foam squares. It might be a little trickier. So, gonna hold my breath. All right.
Maria says, you can do it.
Oh, thank you for your vote of confidence. I appreciate that. Okay, let's see how we did.
Sorry.
Okay, yay! I can live with that. I think that works.
Michelle says, daredevil crafting.
That was daredevil crafting, and I'm not much of a daredevil, so just depends on what's going on, I guess. But we are going to add our fun little cookies now. So the way I went about doing this was I kind of wanted to get a couple that were my start.
Jen says she usually panics when she has to use blocks with words. If she doesn't use a misty, she usually screws it up.
Yeah, I mess up all the time. I usually like to use the misty as well, but I didn't, so I'm really, really, really grateful. Thank you for your good vibes. I'm pretty sure that's why it worked. So we're going to do some of our cookies on foam squares. We don't want all of them done that way, but let's do some of them that way. We'll do this one like that, and we'll do this one not. I've got some tissue tape that's a little thinner. Let's use that on this. Let's see if that worked. And I wanted to tell you also, now this is not something that's available anymore, but if you are a longtime Brutus Monroe fan, then you probably might have something like this in your collection. And right now I know that they aren't on the site. I know that they are discontinued at this point, but I don't know of any plans for anything in the future. But if you already have some of these, how fun are these to decorate with? I added just a couple of little touches with these. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. They are fun with these. All right, let's pop one of these up. let's do a gingerbread because we did a sugar cookie before.
Michelle says she has those.
They're fun. They work great for this. Easy to control. I think my paper cookies are a lot cuter than my actual cookies. Let's see. Let's put our reindeer on. And we're definitely going to want to pop him up. And let's just put him, should we put him right at the bottom or right at the top? I think he looks better up there. We'll put him right there. Now we kind of know where to work from. Let's see, let's do, we can throw that way, or we can throw that way. We'll look and see. Kind of need to lay it out a little bit. We'll put that kind of tucked behind there.
Michelle says there's a glitter one in the box in summer, too.
A glitter, oh yeah. One of the glitter, are you talking about this one? It's kind of a sandy, glittery one. I haven't used mine yet. I need to pull that out. This would be a fun project for that. Want to get our candy canes in there. Let's see. I'm not sure where I want that candy cane yet.
Michelle says, yep, yes.
Yeah, that's a fun one. I love the Brutus Monroe boxes. They are so much fun. So I wanted to pop up one of our sugar cookies so that it's not just the gingerbread guys that are popped up. So we're just going to add this guy right here and work our way around with that. Let's see if we've got our tissue tape handy. So I just kind of put the bigger ones on. You kind of have to plan ahead a little bit, but I'm kind of just messing around a little bit. I'm not taking it too seriously.
Tina says this card looks like a trip to the bakery.
Well, I do love to bake cookies. I am not much of a cook, but I do love to bake cookies, so I do love this set.
Those Christmas cookies are so much fun.
Hi, Cheryl. Isn't this a fun set?
Michelle says this looks so great.
Oh, you are so sweet. Thank you, Michelle.
And Maria's, the card's making her hungry for cookies.
I know. I want some cookies, too. My family just might get some cookies this weekend. We will see. I've increased my hours for the holidays at work, and so we'll have to see if my stamina holds out. Okay, we've almost got that. I think that's good. We don't want to stuff it so full that you don't see them. You know what I mean? You don't want to overdo to where you don't see any of them anymore. I think we've got a pretty good balance there. Let's see what we think. Put that guy on that. I think we have enough of them popped out. I think we'll go ahead and put this tape on. I'm almost there, guys. I'm sorry. My live is a little bit longer than I meant for it to be. But there are a lot of cute little stamps in this set. It was hard to decide which ones to use. I felt bad if I didn't use them because they're so fun. And is that guy attached? No. Okay. We'll attach this one. And my cookies, when I do them, I actually like them better without frosting. The recipe that I have, I don't have a frosting recipe for it, but they're really good and they freeze really good. So you can make them ahead of time and freeze them and they still are nice and soft.
They're really good cookies.
Love them. They have, I think, butterscotch pudding, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Butterscotch pudding in them. I think that's what keeps them soft. All right, we need one more little guy on there. You know what? Glue is going to be faster. Glue is our friend. All right, I think we have it placed pretty well. Oh, did I miss one? Oh, I didn't even attach these guys.
Give it a shake, see if it falls.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I did, yep. Couple things did too. We lost our stocking, we gotta have that on there. This year, we moved a piece of furniture out of our living room and I'd forgotten that it had like little chicken wire on the front on the doors. And I actually used to hang the Christmas stockings from it. And so this year, our Christmas stockings are in a little basket. And I guess on Christmas Eve, Santa will have to just find our little basket and put the filled stockings in it. We improvise, right?
Maria said, Shannon, you could have a sideline making cookie recipe book.
That would be fun. That would be fun. Okay. We've got our little cookie card assembled. And you could do so many fun things with that. Create your own ending on that. I said we weren't going to see that wreath. We can kind of see it, but I don't think it matters. I think it looks okay. What do you think? I think that'll work great for, especially if you have somebody who loves to make cookies. This would be a great card to give. And it'd be cute to put with cookies. If you're giving cookies out, what a fun card to accompany that. I actually am thinking about, like I said, making a recipe card using all of these and using that recipe. And I'll try to do that and I'll try to get it out next week. I'll probably on Sunday. So let me go ahead and flip my camera up so I can say a proper goodbye. I just hate to say, see ya.
Jen says loves it.
There we
Gina
go.
says adorable.
Ah, thank
Michelle
you.
says really adorable.
Oh, you guys are very kind to me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for playing with me. It was so fun to just hang out and craft together. I love you guys. Thank you so much. And I will plan on something fun to do next week. I have a few things coming that I'm just waiting on. And so I'm excited to start playing with those. And in the meantime, I'm also looking forward to coloring up some of these really pretty panels. I don't usually like to do them live just because you can only do so many coloring lives where, you know, you start to get bored watching coloring. But I love to color, so I'll probably color one of these up and post something soon on Facebook. All right, well, thank you again, and you guys have a great rest of your week and have fun with your Christmas crafting, and I hope that you'll post all of your Christmas crafts so that I can see them. I love to see what all of you guys are working on, and I will see you next time. Bye.